Today's video is sponsored by comicsplusamacon.com. You can use code TruePenGaming at checkout for 10% off all items at comicsplusamacon.com. Let's give a look at some of their items. They have Pokemon games, they have comics, Digimon booster boxes, Pokemon packs, Magic the Gathering, all these things you can get at comicsplusamacon.com. Let's look at some of their Digimon product while we're here. So just on the first page, we have some really awesome Bandai sleeves here. Starter decks, booster sets, all these great things, all at competitive prices too. And you know what else? You can save 10% if you use code TruePenGaming at checkout. So go check out comicsplusamacon.com, and thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. What is up, DigiDestin? It's your boy TruePenGaming back at it again with another Digimon video. Today we have a deck profile on my black Toolbox deck for the BT5 format. This is a deck I've been testing a lot with, and I wanted to record it now because I noticed Litchi, congrats, he got first place at the regionals this past weekend, and so black's kind of on a bandwagon right now. And I wanted to get my list out there so you guys can see more options for the deck. I built this deck focused more so. My idea behind this deck is I built it around the ratios that I want to play for the next set with the Royal Knights, Alphamon, Gankusmon, and Gagamon, and Craniumon. So the ratios in this deck are going to be a bit weird, but that's kind of why it's a toolbox deck this format. Next set it becomes a different playstyle, but I like it a lot. So let's start with the eggs. I'm playing 4. Arguably the best generic black ratio lineup, which is the 4 Kapurimon and the 1 Kapurimon. So I have the 4 Kapurimon from BT2 with the inheritable reboot plus 1k, and then the 1 Kapurimon from the star deck with the inheritable reboot. The inheritable blocker plus 1k. So that's it for our eggs. We're just playing the 5 Kapurimon standard for black. On to our 7s. I play 4 level 7s. I play 1 Omnimon Zwart, 1 Zwart Defeat, and 2 Chaosmon. This is again kind of part of the toolbox. This card's just cool because if you check it in security, like boom, defeat. And then Zwart is cool because he lets you bring back pieces. My only issue is Zwart is right now black's kind of like a Digiburst centric deck. So if you bring back level 5s, the only thing really worth digivolving on top of them is Craniumon, because neither of your other level 4s can do anything if you bring back a 5. But he's still cool. So I do play the 2s Zwart. And then 2 Chaosmon. Chaosmon just felt like the best one. It was between Chaosmon and Zwart. Defeat. If I would think about cutting this for another defeat. Like another regular Zwart for another Zwart defeat. But so far when they come up, and that's pretty much it. But the Chaosmon comes up all the time. You just digivolve, swing over something for removal, and you get a check, which is cool. So it's pretty simple. But yeah, I did like Litchi played X Antibody, and I think that was cool. So might play around with that in the future. For our tamers, I have 1 Takumi Aiba and then 4 Izzy. Not 4 Izzy, 3 Izzy. So 3 Izzy and then 1 Takumi Aiba. Izzy is basically a Hammer Spark when checked in security, but it sets your memory to 3, which is cool. And then it also lets you stack your deck. But sometimes I feel like when I play this card, I just see things I don't want to see. Takumi Aiba helps you draw cards when you digivolve, which I felt was really necessary for this deck, because the best draw engine in the deck is your opponent not attacking with a Toy Agumon on board. So I felt Takumi was pretty cool, but I could also see cutting Takumi for maybe a Matt Tai, if you go deeper into the Omnimon engine, both of which are completely understandable. So yeah, this is my tamer ratio, and the Takumi Aiba is also cool because Rookie Rush, like, they're already not gonna want to attack you that much because you're black and you have blockers, but if you get Takumi Aiba early, then like they really can't do anything. So on to our 6s. I play 7 level 6s. I play 2 Craniumon, 2 Metal Garurumon, and 3 Black War Greymon. So I'll just start with the Craniumon's cool because he's Craniumon. This card single-handedly beats 2 CC. unless they have 12 cards in hand with an Eden's Javelin. So Craniomon's really cool for that. He also is going to make your blockers so they can't die, which is nice. Metal Gar is honestly the reason I wanted to build this deck. The black Metal Gar is just really good. It has Reboot naturally, and then it also is Digiburst 2 to either burn a damage or pop an opponent's 6 cost or less. Unfortunately, you can't choose. You have to pop the 6 cost or less. Then if they don't have one, you burn a damage. But it is cool for some matches. And then Black War Greymon's awesome because he's just literally 3 swings. So like, why wouldn't you want to play that? And that is it for our level 6s. My bad. And then to our level 5s, I play 9, I think? Yeah, 4 Gagamon, 4 Metal Greymon, and 1 Black Mach Gagamon. Yeah, 9. So let's talk about Gagamon first. This card's one of the best black level 5s in the game, just 1k. Inheritable at all times, and then Digiburst 1 to give plus 2k till the end of your opponent's turn. It's good in the yellow matchup. 4 Metal Greymon, it has Reboot naturally, and then its inheritable is when it has Reboot, Sec plus 1. And then 1 Black Mach Gagamon. This card's a very similar card to both of these. It's like the best of both worlds, kind of. So he has Reboot naturally. And then his inheritable is plus 1k if it has Reboot. No, plus 2k, my bad. So with that plus him, that's swinging for 13, which is a pretty good number. It's going to swing over a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the 5s. Not a whole lot to say about them. On to our 4s. So for the 4s I play... what is that? 12? Yeah. So I separated it this way because I'm basically just playing the same cards. I'll start with the blockers. 4 Dark Tyrannomon for the 1 cost Evo, and it's a blocker. 1 Mechanorimon. I consider this more of a rookie because you want to hard drop this 90% of the time. This is another card just to beat Rookie Rush that exists. And then I play 7 basically Greymons. I don't really know what to say. Greymon is just while this Digimon has Reboot, it gains jamming. And then Black Gagamon has the exact same inheritable effect, just he's 1 cost more to hard play, and he has 1k more DP. So that doesn't really come up, because you mostly just want to Digivolve into these guys. I didn't know this card existed until I played a random dude on the Digimon Discord who was playing this, and I was like, wait a minute, you can basically just play 8 Greymons now, which this card is the centerpiece. Like, you need this card in most of your stacks, and now that we have this card, it helps us get that even more, so... And I'm playing 4-3 because this one is a 5-drop and this one's a 4-drop. So if I have to hard drop them, that's why I do that. On to our rookies. I play the 4 Promo Sunarizumon, 2 Gatsumon, 4 Toy Agumon, and 4 of the starter deck Toy Agumon and 4 of the BT2 Toy Agumon. So this Toy Agumon just gives Reboot, which is really, really strong. This is like your best Digivolution target in the deck. Second best Digivolution target is Sunarizumon. I mean, not Sunarizumon, Toy Agumon. Toy Agumon's going to help you draw cards if your opponent doesn't swing. And the 4 Sunarizumon, this helps you get like Piercing. It helps you... Yeah, it gives Sec plus 1 if you have like a buff underneath, which like you can get off the Capurimon or like the Gagamon or like the Black Gagamon. Like it helps you reach that number with your level 4s. So Sunarizumon's really good. Gatsumon I played just because I couldn't think of what else to play, but you could honestly play the 2 cost vanillas in place of Gatsumon probably. And nothing would really change, but I just like Gatsumon just in case like my opponent has an early aggression and I just want to drop something to chump block with. I drop Gatsumon. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my take on the black deck for this format. Again, I'm calling mine Black Toolbox because it's very toolboxy. And you can basically just do whatever you need to do. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.